So what we are dealing with here is a pretty substantial mess. Sometimes I wonder if I'm supposed to be even doing this work, because this year's been rough. Anyway, snow's too deep for the truck to try and get through it. So I'm gonna hop on the dozer for a few hours here and clean all the snow off the job and clear a path over to the other part of it, so that hopefully today's warmer weather melts it off enough to where tomorrow we can get through it with the dozer, the truck. Go from there. So it's going pretty good. We actually are able to start loading some dirt out and to ship it over to the fill. I'm gonna have to jump on the dozer here pretty soon and head over there and shove some of it out. I think we could probably get one more load over there. It's pretty slippery and slimy. There's a lot of just nasty, mucky topsoil type shit over there, so it's pretty slimy to try and get around with that dump truck in it. But I'm actually kind of hopeful that we're gonna be able to get this last little corner here dug out and be ready to start putting the finishing touches on a lot of this tomorrow. I got more dozer work to do today. It's supposed to freeze again overnight, so we'll see how that affects us. But right now, it ain't going as fast as what I'd like, but at the very least it's going. So we'll see what we can get out of it. I don't know how well anybody can see it, but it is foggy out here today. Supposedly we got another ration of weather moving our direction. I hardly even see the dozer sitting over there, and it's not even 200 feet away. So one of the problems that we're running into is all over this area over here. You got this black topsoil, and there's good dirt right down underneath it, but that black topsoil is, for a lack of a better word, it is slimy crap. So she's kind of having to deal with that as best she can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on the dozer again here, try and blade off some more of the snow on this upper corner, kind of blade off some more of that snow there. But I got to keep working. This up over here is getting pretty close to grade just by eyeball. That out over there, we had dang near 3 foot of fill. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I figured about 15 more loads would get us where we're wanting, pretty close to where we're wanting to be. So I think we're there. The corner of it's going to be out over there, and then it's got to come up this way. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shove material out past the corner and then try and slope it as best I can. This ground over here, the ground underneath this stuff's good stuff. I mean, if you look at it, it packs in like concrete right off the bat because it's sand. But this stuff down underneath it, it's not the best. It's just some goopy stuff. It's interesting how a piece of ground can be different, not too terribly far away from each other, because if you look at where this pad is in relation to that other pad, they are honestly not that far apart. I mean, we're maybe 600 feet away from where the big arena is going to be. So I know I had somebody send me a personal message on Facebook saying, why are you shoving that material out over snow and frost and ice? This is sand. Got a lot of sand and a lot of rock in it. And the reason why I'm comfortable with it is because this stuff binds together pretty good. But not only that, but it perks. It's also so dry that as the snow melts, it's absorbing it, and it's just helping it out when it comes to pack. So, like I said, I'm really not too terribly worried about it. As mentioned before, this is just a pad. It is not going to have a building sitting on it within the next 15 years or anything like that. It's just going to be a riding arena. And they already know the way we're building it is so that when it settles down to a grade. We're building it up above the grade that they originally wanted, so that as it settles down. But this material right here, it's not going anywhere. It's got a lot of sand in it. Sand hits 100% compaction very easily. Hence the reason why they like to put it around utilities and that kind of thing. This stuff, I have absolutely no worry about it going to crap. Now, if it were more like this black stuff, or a little bit more like a topsoil or anything like that, I would be extremely worried. we would be talking about canceling the job and coming back at a later date. But this right here, that's just one trip over it with the dozer, and it's packed. And it's been getting nailed hard all morning by the dump truck. So like I said, I'm really not too terribly worried about it. Not too terribly worried about it at all. So we can't do some of the Lord's work here. I already had this thing fired up earlier for a while, so I hope it stayed warm. Oh God, that's cold. got the laser and the stick out, and I just walked around this whole entire thing. We were originally supposed to pull grade off of that corner right there, but that corner sustained a lot of damage in hauling material over here. Particularly that's where the dump truck's been coming in and out a lot, so that corner is sunk quite a bit. Luckily, I took note on what the measurement was over there and was just kind of able to roughly figure it based off of some other crap. I had to set the laser up over there and then figure grade, get it set, figure, just a bunch of shit. Anyway, I know where grade's at now. So from up here to down over here, it drops 1.5 feet, and it's 150 feet long. So it's a 1% grade all the way across it. That's what we were shooting for. We were shooting for a 1%. I wanted it to slope down this way, and I wanted it to slope more off that way. I wanted the water to shed off of it at the shortest run, if that makes any sense. So instead of the water coming all the way across the longest run and going across the entire length of the arena, I wanted it to drop off over that way, and over that way. I wanted it to just kind of go off to this side of the arena, except for this out over here, which kind of goes out that way. So basically where we're at with this one is I just gotta go around it and groom it up. And then I think we're probably gonna have to, we got a few more loads of dirt over there. I don't know what we're gonna be able to do about it today, because it's warmed up enough to where the dump truck is actually starting to have trouble getting through the quagmire. So I'm gonna jump back on the dozer here for a few minutes. I'm gonna come down here, I'm gonna get this corner out here straightened out, get this all prettied up, get this looking pretty, and then I'm gonna go from there when it comes down to the other stuff. So anyway, and then I'm thinking by the time we get done with that, take the dozer over to the big arena, do some shoving around over there, fuel the dozer up, call it a day. What I'm thinking. Can't feel my feet. Cowboy boots. Not cold weather clothing. I did some slope work. I can't, with the sun being the way it is, you can't hardly even see the other side of the arena. But they were using that line right up towards that building right there is where they wanted the edge of it, and the slope kind of ends right in there. So that's about where the fence is going to be, I think. I'm going to have to bring over, I think, about 5 loads to go across that side over there. We'll do that first thing in the morning. Probably 6, because I think I'll put one right here, put a couple right in this area, and then put one over in that area. We got the dirt over there to do it, I do believe. Because we still got to slope all that off, so we can pull that dirt out and throw it in for that. Yeah. Gotta come down through here and put the fine tune on it. Now that I'm kind of done farting around here. So what I was doing, I came down this way, shoved out, but then I came across this way, shoved out. But when I get all said and done here, I'm going to come across diagonally and just kind of light group and then back drag it. I can't remember where the heck their corner was at. It was down over in here somewhere. I think it's right here. Right here where I'm standing. I think that's it. Probably get a little more dirt off over on this side, but that slope looks like shit right there. But the way this is all down through here, it's kind of a bugger. I don't have enough room to get in there or get lined up to come down across this way. I don't have enough room to do it this way either. And usually what I like to try and do on fill like this, I like to try and get it out wide enough that you just kind of continue around in a circular, you know, you round the edges off real nice. But to do that, in this case, I'd need to come out another couple feet over here. For one, we're getting down to it on our fill material, but for two, they don't want to go out that far with it. If it were me, honestly, I would have come out all the way out to right here, be a straight line with the corner of the building. Right there. And then measure over that way, 84 feet. Get your corners. I think that's what I would have done. Still enough room over here to drive, but this is kind of what they told me. They just said they didn't even worry about staking it out. They just said fill in the corners. They had a corner up over there. They had a corner right here. That right there is what they pulled their string line from. And they had a corner over there. They just said fill in the blank. So that's what we've done. And it's sloped. It's graded to where it sheds water. So yeah, it's getting there. Not pretty by any means, but it's getting there. Well, I got the hoe over there to dig that out. I might come down here and just tap this, press this down, and kind of pull this up here. I don't know. I sure wish that sun would come out and finish melting some of this snow off, but it ain't. So I'm gonna go over to the other arena, the big one, and they gotta shove the snow off over there. Then I kind of shove some dirt around. We're gonna call it a day.